We'll spend a lot of time using the terminal during our pen testing, and it's good to have it just the way we like it. If we want to change the size of the window or use a different font, this can be changed quite easily. Let's open a terminal window. Kali has a number of fonts preloaded. Let's have a look at them. We can list user, share, fonts. And we see the groups of fonts that are available. Let's have a look at the TrueType fonts that we have loaded. And within the TrueType fonts, let's look at the hack set of TrueType fonts. And here we can see the TTF TrueType font files for bold, italic and regular. If we want to use a font which isn't preloaded, we can add it just by copying the font file into the Share Fonts folder. Let's see how we change the font selection. We'll select File, Preferences, and we get up the Terminal Settings menu. The first item is Appearance, and we can change the font. So let's change it to Hack, and let's change the size to 13. OK. We can see the transparency setting at the bottom of the screen is set to 5%. And this lets us have the Kali dragon showing through. We don't want that, so let's drop that down to 0. We can't directly change the terminal size in this menu. If we select Behavior, we can directly change the terminal size. But for preference, we can just set the option for terminal position and size to be saved on closing. This means when we set it to the size we want, those settings will be used when we next open a terminal window. By default, terminal windows open in our home Kali folder, but we do have the option to open terminals in the current working directory. We don't want that. We're quite happy to start out in our home folder. Once we've completed making changes, we can press Apply and OK. And before we go, we'll go to full screen on the terminal. And the final thing we can do is press Ctrl P and go from a 2-line prompt to a single-line prompt. Normally we'll start a terminal session using the terminal icon in the top ribbon. However, we can use the File menu to open a new terminal session from a running one. We can add a new tab to the current operating terminal, or we can add File, New Window to open a completely new terminal window. There's no real difference. It's a matter of preference.